Good evening, everyone. So today, once again, we're all here at this time to practice meditation. And how we can get the progress, and also how it benefits our day-to-day life. When our mind is not tamed, not trained, it is a very wild. And rather than finding peace, enjoying the life, we are living in a misery, never satisfied, and never able to complete the task or aims. And that's because the mind is simply wandering one task after another without completing the first task. And not only that, with this untamed mind, we will be living in our thoughts, memories, emotions, dissatisfactions, and these will bring more misery in our life. And we're never satisfied with what we have got, and even never learn to see the good things that we have done. The practice of a meditation helps us to reflect our thoughts, how it is functioning, and how much we are occupied by those thoughts, and how much it's taking away from the task that we are doing. We become mindful of our speech, whether the speech that we are saying is just a nonsense or simply fun of a chatting, or whether it is for the wholesome. And even the actions, physical actions that we perform, we will be able to be mindful of that. Ability to be aware of those activities. And gradually we become very conscious about small little things, that is, imperfections, an ability to know that and make it correct. Ability to be mindful of the way we walk, the way we eat, the way we place our items. Everything become in order. That's why learning to practice meditation is an inner skill that helps us to filing which file is more important than what. As an assistant, we will be organizing all the important letters at the front and the non-important essential letters will be the end. As soon as the boss will come, he will see the urgent and important messages or the papers or the letters. Meditation helps to organize our brain in that way, keeping tidy as much as we can, aware of the thought process, aware of how we walk, how we talk, how we behave. Everything become very conscious. So I call it filing the important files to present the boss. And that's we are doing for our own benefit in our heads, in our brains, rather than having too many stories, too many stuffs. We simply organized which one is important and which one is less important. And obviously to do that, we have to have clear understanding that how our mind works and how much we are able to be mindful of these thought processes as it takes place. And in this, oftentimes people want to fix that I want to meditate and get fixed quickly. And sometimes they practice meditation and unable to concentrate. In those cases, all what you need to do is telling to yourself that I am thinking this, or I can't meditate. Telling to yourself, if you can't meditate, telling to yourself a couple of times, I can't meditate. Or I'm having this state of the mind, telling to yourself. And whatever thoughts that you are having, you simply tell to yourself that I'm having this thought. And as soon as you are able to recognize that, then you be able to aware of the sensations, the present moment awareness of the body in that particular state, in that moment. And suddenly you will become aware of your sensations, the bodily sensation. Or suddenly you will be able to observe the pain, discomfort in your body, or maybe tensions. And that is basically you've been meditating. And that's the state of the progress we have to have outside of the meditation in our day-to-day life. Oftentimes people go to have a shower. They even didn't feel the water hypnotizing the entire body. They are having a shower with their own thoughts. They didn't feel the warmness of the water, the rubbing of hands in your body. There is a desire to finish it as quickly as possible, or try to let these soaps away as quickly as possible, so showering be done. Forgot to enjoy in the shower room. Similarly, when they walk, they are not enjoying the walk. They are not feeling as they walk. They are walking with the thoughts. Their minds and hearts and the body is not there. lost into the thoughts. So next time when you go to walk, feel the walk, feel the breeze of airs, feel the rumming and the singing of the trees, hear the noise as you walk. It's a beautiful moment. Same with the eating. We eat with the thoughts. We are not eating food. We eat our thoughts. We eat our desire. We forgot the taste of it. So, learning to feel the taste of food as you put it into your mouth. Conscious of that. Or you may even think of how this food come to the plate. A rice, and before it is cooked, it was a dry rice. Before that, it was a bare rice, and before that, it's in a plant, and before that, it's cultivated in the farm, and before that, the farmers has to work so hard. That's a long process. So that's not, doesn't matter what we do, doesn't matter what we are doing. We need to learn to be with that at that moment. And that brings happiness. That's known as a Dittha Dhamma, Sukha Vihari. Dittha Dhamma Chittasya Sukha Vihari, in a full term. A benefit for the happiness or pleasant dwelling in the present moment. That brings benefit because we are tamed, we are trained to live a happy life, and that brings a pleasurable moments. And obviously, some people may think that can't sit meditate but want to get the progress or want to get the fruit out of it, then it's impossible. A sitting meditation or having a certain time to practice meditation once a day is a training, a factors to train the mind to develop into the meditation. So we have to do it. Some days you may find very comfortable, other day may be struggling. But we are making a habit of it. And gradually we will be able to develop samadhi and also wisdom. With this in mind, let's sit in comfortable position, upright, less distraction, and aware of the sitting body. And mindful of your body presence here. Sitting, watching, stopping in this moment. Stop to engage, stop to observe, stop to accept, stop to reject, knowing as they are. In Thai language it's called หยุดเท่านั้นตัวสำเร็จ หยุดเท่านั้นคือตัวสำเร็จ The moment when you know how to stop, you have arrived, you have achieved. And once you're fully stopped, aware of what's going on in the body, breathing in, breathing out, rising, falling, and not by thinking, by feeling, experiencing this process of arising, falling, in breath, out breath, in the central of the body. And as in breath, mentally knowing that this is in breath, as is out breath, mentally knowing it's out breath, rising, falling. And this is the most important practice to understand. This is the most important in the practice to develop. Rising, falling. Not by thinking, but by feeling. And do not try to make it or fake it, or do not try to intervene with it, because when you intervene, there is your desire to have something out of it or to be something, and if you can't get it, you will be frustrated. If you got it, and there is an attachment and craving more. So do not interfere with it, but let it happen. All what you do is to be mindful of it. Rising, falling. So continue practicing until you hear the gong. practice the loving kindness meditation. So bring your attention to your body, aware of sensations in your body. And bring your attention to the hands, aware of sensations in your hands. And to heart, aware of beating heart and allowing yourself to be happy. And mentally sharing loving kindness and compassion to yourself. I am well, I am happy, I am at peace. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings, starting from near dear one. And whatever beings there are, may they be well and happy, stay safe, take care, free from troubles of body and mind. And as you hear the gong slowly coming out from meditation,